Hello everyone, Yoku. And Pi about 138,000 years ago, right there in Cambodia, 2024 year today. Latins one. The mom was a blonde, blonde hair. Yep, her was blonde white hair. Yeah, her was blonde white hair. Her one from a Cambodian, Cambodian progenitor type. Yeah, Yoku. He was a seven-headed cobra, and then right after they won about 70 plus royal members, and they, with his cobra, they built about 7 million, almost 800,000 space countries, sectors up there. And Latin is the bat demon. Yeah, they're not broke by. Yeah, they're not broke by. And by you said when you found one of the old space stations, yeah, it works by. You didn't die. Yeah, true to their words, they're good. Yeah, human gods. And by you said. But right after, when you and your grandma go and like rescue the swarthy hawks and the full beaks, and then you send it back to the five head, and the five heads send it back to their grandparents' countries up there. That's when it's graphic as graphic. You are not charged with anything. Yet the horn demons have won their rights accurate from the five heads, and right afterwards, by your horn demon, your Vang demons, they lucky, yeah, they lucky. And then right when you talk to Latin Pi, yep, you check out the mom and dad side of the story, and you nodded. They did right, yeah, they did right. And then right afterwards, Pi, you saw how they pickled the seven-headed cobra. That's okay, that's fine. They did right, yeah, they did right, that's right. And you check out the building, yep, healthy. A plus, yeah, that's true. And there's very graphic Pi, yeah, 138,000 years ago, white blonde hair nation, Latin. Yes, they did. They went from Cambodia, 70 plus types per types, and they went sealing with about 20 cobras. Yeah, Lo Ying Ningo Toto, Ningo Toto, yeah, Ningo Toto, 26 seven-headed cobras. Yes, they did right. Ningo Toto, Sato, yeah, Pi, yeah, 7 are still alive. Yep, 7 cobras are still alive. A plus, always 100% yes, do. And then when you're there, Pi, when you breathe that, yes, they're still alive. A plus, yes, do. It is very graphic. Yeah, it is very graphic. Because Paisa, when you're there, you're talking to Latin grandparents. They smart pie. They play dumb and lesser in front of Persia, and then they secretly snuck off of Earth 4 years in a row, and they won pie out. Yeah, 6 years. Like, well, y'all 100% is right. Yep, they done right. Yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah, they did right. Yes, they did correct. Yes, and it's very graphic. Pie. They moved into their their son-in-law's their space station. Then they kept building. They did right. Accurate. 7 million, almost 800,000. Yeah, pretty much space countries and sectors. And right afterwards, Pie, her laughed her fucking head off and wrote, "No, Pie is legit." Pie's another progenitor type. And Pie said when you're up there, two things happen, Pie. Purge's been axed out. Yeah, Purge's axed out. Yeah, that's true. And then he figured it out because Pi found him guilty of many evils. Yeah, that's true. And it is very graphic. Right when you left the Earth, Pi, Horn Demon's the only exception. That's true. Even Goat Demon, yeah, that's true. And that's the ones that are excusable. If they show up, they get refugee status. Yeah, that's true. And the funniest moments of my life, them are afraid of, yeah, them are afraid of you. By them knew it, them knew it. Because by you saying you have crucifixes technologies, you didn't die. But 20,000 years later, Lamb is also laughing and wrote, "Nope, we can't save you." Yeah, we can't save you. Because you don't understand that Pi has to go and restore order up there. Yeah, that's true. Law and order, that's true. It is very graphic, Pi. Because right after you're done restoring law and order, Pi, 20 of your hawks with you, and then a bunch of Cambodian hawks angry, but they happy. They get to see grandparents, and they get to go home, and it's very graphic. Yes, very graphic. They get to go back to their grandmother's, space country, and the Paisa, you didn't buy, yeah. You and your royalties pulled it off, but take a look at stupid Malaysia. Him figured you whoop his ass. Yeah, I whoop his ass accurate. Because illiterate little fucking new type. Have you not a clue that Persia is not fun to play with? Yeah, Persia. They're as bad as Hebrew. Yeah, that's true. When they're poor, they'll steal from you and they'll gut you. And then they didn't even see that Saudi Arabia god lied to them, came back and theft another branch of royalty, and instead of be doing good, You know what him did? Him experimented on the seven-headed cobra, and then him left, and he did it in Saudi. Yeah, he did it in Saudi, and those are the silver quartz eyes. Those are pure evil too. Yeah, that's true, and that is why Pi, the kid, did not believe you. You remote view Pi. You caught the silver white god doing that, the silver quartz eyes white god doing that, and that's why everybody didn't tell her. Yep, that's the truth. And then Pi said, Indian Pi. 20 trillion years later, they knew it. Yeah, Pi, you banned them. And then 8 minutes later, they figure their grandpa becomes broke. That is normal. Yeah, that is normal, accurate. And the Pi said, hinted, you Pi, you have about 4 cobras, 100% that's true. Yeah, from Pi's royal family, Pi's not broke yet. Pi can rebreed the cobras and the trillions, accurate. And right after his Pi, the fucking reject didn't believe you. 2 hours later, they left them on Earth. Pi always 100% yes do. If you really want to go to Israel and all that, then we're broke countries, can? Yeah, that's true. And Pi said, hinted by 50 of those nuts crying on the internet and wrote by, he said, if you and Kratos are still there building space countries and legit, we are broke. Because that fucking Israel piece of shit didn't understand that African sun god isn't full of it. That's true. Yep, everybody said, graphic scene in Malaysia. When you there, by they make fun of you, but you didn't care. You won one of the space stations back. And then you have 2 that are ruins, but there's still 5 heads. Yeah, that's true. And then when you went in there, you saw a bunch of refugees, and then you saw a bunch of you saw a Thai god with a sharp golden crown, and then you smashed it. Yep, I smashed his crown, and Pi did this. Yep, I did the dragon long stance, and told him, yeah, he has lost. Yeah, he's lost everything. And then right afterwards, Pi, you said you found the other guy. Yeah, the other guy is a Cambodian. Yeah, flat nose. And then Pi, you smashed his crown too. Yeah, Pi smashed his crown too, because Pi told both fools there's no point. Yeah, there's no point when Pi already won, and you don't have any technologies to build any more space countries. That's true. And then right afterwards, Pi, lots of liars in Cambodia, lots of liars in Thai. Pi. They lost one of their branches of royalty because them was not careful when bartering at Yaku. Them kept trying to take over when them have no right. Yeah, that's true. And then you won, Pi. The most evil is you. And Pi, you said when you came back down and you proved it, 29,000 years later, by graphic, when you went to Malaysia, huge Pi. Yeah, that's true. For Malaysia, you went back to the dragons, and then Pi, you sent this graphic because Pi, you can override all dragons in them, but common sense is even a progenitor type like Pi knows that if it's a different type, yep, upper torso human and tail cobra, they can override you too, like how you override they, but you must never be caught in the sector that they build, or they override your DNA and then you're crap. Pi up. And you can do that to them too. Yeah, that's true. And that is why Pi said, you Pi, you smart, you snuck around. The idiot didn't believe you. Cambodia found that to be true too. Yep, that's true. Because he is a progenitor seed of a different lineage, but he went in, and the grandpa is a black tail, upper torso human. Also fucked them up. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, the most graphic scene, they and you are immune. But Hawk and Pi are the most believable. Yep. The Hawks were phobic, and the Hawk gods and Pi are most believable. Yeah, the most hygienic. The kid didn't believe you. He went into the black tail only to be found out. Only to be found missing, yeah, in a few thousand years. That's true, Pi. He cried so hard when he figured that those control the air that you breathe. They built every atom and element that you inhale to restore your skin. And that's why they lie. Yeah, that's why they lie. And Pi lie. Because they know origins. And the Baisa, you didn't believe. The idiot didn't believe you. 2 hours later, his human god emperor, when another 5 head from a different nation entered, disabled all his old magic and metal. Yeah, metal, that's true. That's how lucky Pi is, yeah. And Pi said, hint, hint, Pi. They saw that happen in Cambodia when he wasn't fair. The old grandpa wrote, that's not how you live, kid. That is barbaric. That's not right. And then he got at them. Yeah, he got at them. He wrote, that's not human gods that me raised. And 20 minutes later, 8 idiots flee in terror. Yeah, they flee in terror. And Paisa, right afterwards, graphic scene by you, similar grandpa, was with higher standards. You came down and you checked, and it is very graphic. Yeah, it's very graphic. Paisa, intent when you get back to Malaysia and get to Grandma Hawk, graphic. Yes, graphic, because they're liars. Yeah, they're liars. Pi, 200 trillion years later, you and Latins are still alive, but when you get to Grandma Hog Pie, a lot of correction. They didn't tell you. They went into the black tail. Don't go in the black tail. Yep, don't go to the black tail. Don't be a fool. You immune, Pie's immune. If you go to the black tail, Pie cannot stick up for you. Yeah, Pie cannot stick up for you. And they will invade and gut you out. Like ancient civilizations, that's true. And that is why Pi told you the truth. Yeah, y'all could. Don't try to be smarter than Pi. Yeah, that's true. The moment he wasn't looking, his own grandpa ended him because they're a different civilization. They laugh and they wrote, Pi, the stupid idiot didn't even have your forehead. He thought that me was going to keep him alive. Him's a fool. Yeah, he's a fool. 28 trillion years later, Pi, graphic scene. Yep, graphic scene. And then he realized there was a time that looks like Pi with the foot with the tail, but don't bag that. Yeah, don't bag that. And Bison Indian by 20 minutes later, her brain turned on. Yeah. Because right afterwards, Pi, you survived. The idiot didn't believe you. Found out 20 trillion years later that Pi, you immune, and you went up. The Cambodian went back down only to wept because his hawks and his other dragons are safe. But it is very graphic because Pi, when you corrected Malaysia, you gutted them. There was a problem with his DNA, and then he kept crying out. That's fine. That's normal. And the Bison Indian bite, when you're done building sectors, it is very graphic. Hurry, Pi. Yeah, keep the hog orbs, clone, and then yep. Hurry. Yeah, hurry. Graphic scene in Malaysia. Two idiots wept, and they never told you, Pi, that them are the fucking survivors from Latin. Latin tossed them right there in Russia 4,000 years ago, yeah. And then you knew Pi, yeah, Latin này phải phải mỗi cho nên mà lấy nó là của đấy sao lâu kia đi Latin cho nó bỏ tập Russia blow phá xong bắt đầu yeah là tới đó cái lọ bỏ bị Russia cho nó là cho nó cái lọ này thế tiếp tới lâu kia tập mà lấy bây giờ tôi không theo tôi cho tôi không mới cho technology ra yeah Pi's looking at the technology and DNA and the footages and right afterwards you knew what her said to those things. If Pi is still alive, yeah, go back down, rescue Pi. Don't worry, Pi is safe up there. Yeah, that's true. And it is very graphic, Pi said, because you, Pi, you pissed when you get to the stress sectors, and the Bison, they knew that you can jam the blacktail and the blacktail can jam you. But it is graphic, it is graphic. Because most of the time when they do that, they see also swarthy hogs and other warhogs that got them. Yeah, that's true. And technically they're not supposed to be near, yeah, human type gods. And right afterwards, graphic scene. Two idiots cried and didn't even tell you, Pi. Those things came down and he didn't say nothing to you, Pi. He smashed the head of a Lao and said, despicable, yeah, that's true. I'm watching, that's true. And then right afterwards, graphic scene. The ancient grandpa went home, yeah, to young Yadaka, just Latin, yeah. He went back to Latin homes, that's okay, 100% yes, dude. And then it's graphic, Pi, because that's the one that didn't lie to you, Pi. But 28 of those are up there with the Latins, 100% yes, dude. Một nền gội tôi nhớ ra phải em một nền gội tôi nhớ ra đó có từ nhóm đó lại nó rong hành trong đó có một phải sẽ có một cho này có một bề là cho lên hết đó là bảo đồ chỉ khai có sự thiệt hết em biết tôi phải cho nhiều xe lại anh cho nền gội tôi nhớ ra in đó thì in đó nó rong rong cho lên hết cho lên hết thầu có một tay chạy phải nó buông đó chỉ có cho cái chạy đó có nó bao nữa nó bao nữa đó khó tại chế phải có cho chia kia có training ra cho chia kia tiếp là lên dọc cự có cho training ra vẫn kia tới chỉ phải do đó tôi có tàu lúc tới chờ ra tôi cho trọ lúc tới chờ ra tôi chim bầu long bộ để tới Mars sẽ long bộ Mars 5 times bigger than Mars có bỏ để phải chỉ luôn để tới liên nhau tàu hồ lên nhau phải có tới chơi nhau chỉ đó đi là chỉ mới có problem phải tôi có một số lúc chạy nó có một số cho chuyện này có gió khe tới lâu đó là mình bao tới là mình bao tới lấy yên chiến tranh có liền phải từ cái đó có lòng đấy một ý tung sai qua tập bây giờ một lại là tới cho một số xa lăng luôn ya sang lăng xa bùa phá luôn là lo cho dịp bùa phá luôn tới chỗ ra số ya rong hành mình tôi phải có những lúc đó có gió là họ cũng chỉ biết là phải những lúc đó có cho chuột phải á đó có tụ niệm đó là tụ có một hai lúc có một khi tôi ta phải cùng lòng lúc here rong đó là chính pháp phải á lỡ chỉ cho những người con lỡ chỉ là lúc dùng nó phải liều mua phong sự em mình tôi phải có cái chỉ bảo là lỡ chở có cho chuột đó cái một cho bé một cái ít học cùng đó lỡ đó có cho là chuột ya đó có cho là chuột rong hành yes me do cái tuần đó bây giờ có chuột đó nè lạnh ó đó chỉ có cho kia là hay cho kia ya 100% that's true tôi lo mà luôn nhá chỉ nhá được kia đó có cái chuyện hay bị to câu mỗi cái cho sao ta là cái chuyện to hai mình lên xe về pay đồng đi đâu à chỉ bị tôi phải có một tại có cho kia là cho tôi tin hình sự là sứ là ya là sứ là giờ cho đào là tôi cho nên là tôi sao một tôi là cho vào cho trái tia kia lưng là Maybe to buy. Don't worry, buy. Right afterwards, he didn't die, but right afterwards, graphic scene had it laughs and wrote Paisa. You and that and are still up there, and you get to go to Five-Headed Cobra. You didn't die, but he wrote, how come those Middle Eastern you didn't want them? Unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. Didn't share any technologies, so we cannot make you anything. Yeah, Pi cannot make you anything. That is true, 100% very true. He both boy, y'all. And it's very graphic when them give no technology and DNA and brain fluid magic. Yep. I didn't give them anything. Yeah, that's true. And then 29 minutes later, them passed away. Yeah, that's true. And then Paisa, take a look, like 8 hours later, he is bawling in the Middle East. He knew factual. Yeah, factual God nations who survived. Yep, that's true. And Paisa, in Indian, like when you're up there, don't talk by. A lot of them are weeping. Yep, that's true. Them are banned from. Yep. Pi space stations, 100% that's true. And it is very graphic. No wonder, no wonder. They go up one eye, Pi Wayona. Yeah, Pi did right at. He fixed the technologies and then became legit. Yeah, it became legit. And they have the immunity from Pi. Yeah, that's true. And right afterwards, the tails left. They went to their space countries. And then in Pi. A lot of Latin gods up there. Yeah, that's true. Goddess is up A plus, and that is very graphic, Paisa, because right after me get immunity from you, Pi, a hawk is a nice, and then he figures your grandma hawk is on the way, and then right when your grandma hawk is there, there's a lot of trade, and then they hugged you, and then they told you, Pi, you didn't die, but there's a lot of Native American gods and goddess up there, and you got it a lot. Yeah, y'all good. And you booted the Aztec formation. Yeah, that's true. And it is very graphic when you're done booting the Aztec. And then they knew, yeah, they knew. Latin's old space country is Aztec in Australia. And they didn't want to live there because there's a barcode. Yeah, there's a barcode. Their brain tissue rotted. And those are not fair gods. Yeah, those are animal gods. And 20 minutes later, graphic scene by you, Pi, you a genius. 20 minutes later, her brain turn on. That knights, the android knights, are the only ones that are able to utilize such space stations that are poisonous because they have the correct technologies from Pi. Yeah, that's true. And they don't even tell you they still have to fly back to Earth to heal. Yeah, for trillions of years. Nearly 6 trillion, 4 trillion, 4 trillion. 2 trillion, well, 4 to 5 trillion, yeah, that's true. And they're lying to you, Pi, because right afterwards they heal completely. But right afterwards, the woman lies to you, and that's why you make knights by those are beaming pies, God, retinas, atoms, and elements, and that's why through emulation only, that's why they can fight gods and goddess. But it's very graphic. Those are powerful knights, but right afterwards, pie, graphic scene. Those ones, some of them, your human sons. Yeah, that's true. And they paise it. It is graphic because they lie to you. Right after where they lie to you, you knew immediately where they hit it, and then you took it out. Yeah, you took it out. That's true. And the paise it. It is graphic when you store order. Lots of evil white gods. Yeah, that's true. And the paise it. 29 minutes later, you gain, but the Latin makes fun of you because when you gain that, you begin, and then infinity, and then you get, and then by when you get to Malaysia, 5 headed coldness. that's true. And it is very graphic because Grandma's hog speaks fluent Hmong. And then 28 minutes later, graphic scene, yeah, graphic scene. They lie to you, yeah, they lie to you because immediately you knew what they theft and they hid. And the pie right there, Malaysia, them are two survivors. When you saw their data, you knew immediately what occurred up there, and you still won pie. Yeah, that's true. And the pie is in Hinton, but the most graphic scene is when you're back in America playing around pie. Lots of horn demons arrive to protect you. Pie always 100% is it. And the Paisa in Hinton Pai, 38 trillion years later, a graphic scene in Lao Pai. Her returns, one of the five heads by Elka. Yep, him right when her return by you not stupid, you looted it. 100% yes me do. And the kid didn't believe your pie. 8 angry parents, yeah, Yoku. And the Paisa in Hinton, when her brought it back out, it's a 5 head, and then you, yep, I took it, yep, I took it to Pi Space Station, yes me do. And then right afterwards, graphic scene by right there about 20 billion years in the future, they did a plus. Yeah, the guy from the Tana Pi, Ningo Billion Shong, Latin, Lanya, the Luton, Chiluton, not the Kusha, to the Lajara Pop and Plote, yeah, Pi got your thing, you put it in Munga, Joshua Pi, your Chamado, Yamwachang. Cái chế mà rồi xả lúc tao nói tôi cũng sẽ ra tụi cái做是冷呀湖，没多排呀湖那是招手做开nữa呀做开nữa，能包呀能包，那是多找到包罗大梦这着，被嘛你们叫呢了，我们有啥事不容容就是，那是排我打做开就让的呀，做开就让的，那都都些了，然后了要呢，叫动那个劳动讲呢，叫那来人家木在手了是多的是，头人家那个老呢。佢就唔做所以做數，你冇牌咁唔咪嚟啦，咁咗年攞咗錢落先，佢就落我面度拎得是種菜樹呀種菜樹，俾到嘅幣啫，佢入波我嗌嘅真係對嘅，佢而家到入波嘅啫，就多呀就多，俾數夢咯呀，俾數夢牌啦要佢，咁咪都幣先，你冇啦，你打過咯呀，你打過牌哦，vì là bao giờ có giờ là ya yok nên gồm việc này xong lấy cho là bao bên đó thế mà trong khi phải là phải cho robot rồi đó bao cái gì phải lúc chơi trong tập là để cho mình ya problem là ya cho robot cho trong nó ya problem là lên cơ mình đâu phải có vấn lên ở đó gì có cho mình cho số có lúc đấy chờ mà đó số lên ở đó rồi có chỉ biết đấy đấy một có một tầm lên đó có một số sai sẽ cho nên tất cả đấy tiếp là có một sai sẽ có tụ một cho này tổng một giọt dầu của sai uống nhọn lên nhé con cho bé tu lợi cái khúc cơ có tụ dập lo có đó có một cái tới chờ ra ya tới chờ có lúc tới chờ ra có chuẩn lên ở phải phải我大家做เรา皮佢เราก็เฮโร่呀เรา皮佢เราก็เฮโร่เราเจ๊ก็สู来เราก็ไม่ตัวก็มา蒙度的这个我爹ขอตัวฟ้าตายจี包呢ข้าไม่ตัวฟ้าตายตัวตัวเลยไทยตัวเลยไทยตัวตัวพาชง The Taiwan died about 20,000 years ago. Nengo Pashong Tai to Zatana to 2024 year. The Cambodian one died about 19,000 years ago. Coming to Toto Cho Pashong to Zatashan. Oh, opening blondes in Zhong Heng. To put blonde to la hair to do Thai for Tai Tola ya. Although Moon Tai not Tai Nan, the La Jane Son in the Lachmoto ya, Lachmoto Tola ya, Auto for Tai Tola. Pai Ling ya, Pai Ling. Ya Pai got Zai ya, Zai Lu yeah. Phải sẽ có trong một trong đó học cái họ lấy chữ bé nè thôi yêu một tay nè yêu chữ tay yêu chữ thọ nè yêu chữ hay luôn nè yêu cho lấy cho gì mà tuổi thì hay lấy cho miệng mà tuổi cho họ yêu what they sẽ hình học cái ấy bây giờ lấy ở bên đó đây bữa nay có một lấy là có trong một trong đó gì vì tôi phải có một tấm lấy có một tấm bao lâu đó là tua cho cái trong xe ya cái trong xe cái vì tôi bây giờ tóm đây nè có một tấm bao lâu đó cho hay có một tấm có giờ đó cho tới chiều ra nè cho người nó con sẽ có lucky phải bây số mùng nữa có cho cái tụi ra mà họ là hụt cái là giờ ra tôi nhận đó đây lên nhà lên and don't cry pie biggest reward you want pie học cơ and don't weep pie lots of evil gods pie yeah that's true and you didn't die pie very graphic when you work things out pie you won pie 28 trillion years later yep you legit. And 20 billion years from now, yep, they dump in the 5-headed cobra dragon right there now. And then you went and picked it up high up, 100%. Yes, we went and looted it. And right when you're there, graphic scene pie. Yeah, they seeing your robots and your knights down there. Yep, graphic scene pie. Successful. The cobra's tail isn't cut off. A plus. And right when you're done, yep, nursing it back to health pie, and then pie, you said right when you're done curing it, it is violent. Yeah, it's a violent one. But you did the stance and it nodded. Yeah, it knows your grandpa. 2 hours later, pie, you said your grandma hawk connects to you, and then yep, you confirm into this graphic. Yeah, worth. Yeah, 100% we do. Yes, me do. And pie graphic scene when you went to Malaysia. There's talk to you, and your little one grew up bigger. But right on, pie. Don't always tell people the truth, pie. Look at them, them are thieves. Yeah, that's true.